Hopefully y'all can hear me okay within the next couple of videos because y'all, I try to be fancy and get a new mic because I'm getting back into podcasting and I was like, oh yeah, let me get a new mic and get a whole little podcast arm setup and things like that so that way I could have a little bit of a different feel for when I film my podcast versus my everyday videos, you know what I'm saying? And I literally took 4.5 hours and I am not exaggerating, okay? 4 hours and 33 minutes to be exact down to the T to try to set up this new mic and y'all, it sounds like trash. So I was like, oh my gosh, let me go back to my old mic. I don't know if I got a faulty one or whatnot. So I'm like, literally I have cables and cords everywhere. So I hope you guys can hear this. Okay, well, I try to figure out this other new mic and then hopefully I get that to sound good because it's a way more expensive mic than this one. And I'm like, why does it sound like trash? This one that's only $100 sounds way better than the one that's 400 freaking dollars. So I just don't get it. Anyways, today I did want to talk about a little bit of an old topic. Well, it's like 5 days old. However, it just keeps on popping up on my timeline and I just have some thoughts and opinions about this whole entire situation. Okay, we're going to be talking about Hasan Piker. I don't even know if that's his last name though, because I'm like low-key kind of thrown off because on TikTok and like YouTube, his handles are Hasan Abi. So I'm like, I don't know if that's his last name. If Piker's his last name, I'm gonna keep it so real with you guys. I've seen this guy on the internet numerous amounts of times, but I really do avoid his content because every single time that I see him up on the internet, I guess he's like a political commentator or maybe he just likes to talk about politics, but I just keep on scrolling, y'all. As soon as I click on one little thing, I'm like, oh no, like it's just way too much to me, and I really do feel like I don't know. I try to steer clear of, I'm not going to say all, but most political commentators because I just feel like it's so divisive. And I just always feel like, oh my gosh, y'all, people be getting really ugly in the comments. And then people who they're talking to, it just seems like they can't have a civil conversation. And low key, if I'm keeping it so real with you guys, once again, I'm not saying all, I'm saying most political commentators, I feel like every single time that they're talking to somebody else of a different political belief than them, things just get so ugly. And I'm like, yo, I don't want to. It's just draining to me, honestly. Like, low key, I have watched a couple videos before and I'm just like, this is tiring. And this is why I see why people are so damn angry. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh my gosh, let's go back to watching Teletubbies. Anyways, y'all, if you guys have not heard, okay, I will play the clip for you guys. He actually was like on a live stream and I guess apparently, y'all. If I'm keeping it so real with you guys, I'm not even trying to sound dramatic. I was low-key really triggered about this whole entire situation because for those of you that have been on my lives before, numerous amounts of times I watch my sister's dog. Okay, I currently don't have a dog, but I did have two before. They passed away, and then I'm like, oh, ever since then, I'm like, low-key, let me wait until I'm older to get another dog, y'all, because I was really close to my babies, and then them passing away, I was like, oh, this is like really sad, honestly. Like, honestly, I know I probably shouldn't be so attached to like an animal, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, oh, these were my babies, and I don't want to go through that again. Maybe when I'm older, I do because I genuinely love dogs so much. But y'all know, for those of you that guys have been on my live before, like, oh my gosh, my sister dog is so damn needy, and then he'll always just like come around and he'll want me to hold him. If you guys don't recall, I was on my stream for 9 hours last time, and I had to hold him in my lap because he literally just gets like so scared for whatever reason. He's part Chihuahua and like something else. So low key, when I saw this, I was so triggered because, okay, if you guys did not see it, I guess apparently he was live streaming and then his dog went to go get up and he like yelled at the dog. And then you see him reach for something and then the dog like cries, whimpers. And then he's trying to like pass it off as if like the dog's paw got like, stuck in something. And I was like, no, like definitely if you looked at the collar and then I guess apparently now he's trying to say it's like a vibrational collar, which I'm like, isn't that the same damn thing as a shock collar? Which, by the way, before you guys even watch this clip, okay, I love how there's all this discourse about like, oh, is it a shock collar? Is it not a shock collar? Is it a vibrational collar? Whatever the hell the case is. Why is he so triggered about his dog getting up to walk? If you guys look at the clip, she's a big dog and she's laying on this like little flat bed. And basically he gets triggered that the dog gets up. I'm like, why is your dog not free to roam? What's going on over here? Like, oh my gosh, to me, I was triggered by that. I'm like, okay, if you want to sit here and have this whole damn debate about, oh, it's not a shock collar, even though in my personal opinion, okay, I think it was a shock collar. Everybody was like looking on Amazon and like pieced it together and they were like, oh, like this literally looks exactly like the one. And then he tried to say it's a vibrational collar. I'm like, for what's the same damn shit? Either which way, y'all, I'm so sorry, but I was like, this was not okay. Anyway, so I do want to go to play the clip for you guys so that you guys can form your own opinion. If you guys have not seen it, check this out.
Of all of America's much more consequential violence, okay? It's the same reason as to why America, Kaya, please just go, just stop. Jesus Christ, what are you doing? You're being such a baby. It's just,
So I don't know how y'all feel about that, but within my personal opinion, I was like, that definitely does seem like a shock collar to me. It actually did take him quite a while to address this. I want to say he only addressed it probably about 4 days ago. He got up onto another live stream and he was talking about it, and I'm like, y'all, I am so sorry, but I don't know why. It's my opinion, okay? It's just my opinion. I don't believe him. I really do feel like this was a shot caller, and I do think that he kind of uses it to train her to stay in that place because he doesn't like her roaming around, which I'm like, y'all, he tries to write it off and say, like, oh, because she's a big dog and they get like hip dysplasia and things like that, which, y'all, I had a 125-pound lab. He was a big boy, okay? And yeah, they did. Thank God he actually never had any hip problems, but they do, the vet always had let us know, like, oh, because he is already a big boy as it is and then he's overweight. Like, they let us know, like, okay, like, he could definitely have some hip issues. So I understand what he's saying. However, to like not let your dog roam around when she wants to roam around, it's kind of like, what? Like, you guys are in the freedom of your own home. It's one thing if you don't want your dog to roam around at a dog beach or a dog park to where there's like other dogs and other things, or somebody else's house, for example. Like, then I totally understand you being a little bit more strict with them. However, you're on your live stream for hours. Obviously, the dog's gonna want to get up. But anyways, I do want to go ahead and play his explanation of it, but I am so sorry. I'm not buying it. Check it out.
Why are people mad about you, Kaya? Slash, what were you doing? There's a clip out there that in the aftermath of me getting my internet getting pooped, I come back live and I'm very frustrated. And while I'm tweaking around, I give Kaya the place command as I usually do, which is one of the things that she knows is she's like professionally trained. And I think while she was like getting up and down from the bed, I don't know exactly what happened, but I suspect that she tweaked her like the upper nail that's like on the side of the bed. People speculated that I was actually shocking her. And they're like, oh, he was like hitting a button on his desk. They got completely duped by the framing of it. And it's all right. I understand. For those of you who are confused by it, I do not have a shock collar for Kaya, as I said yesterday, but it doesn't matter. People don't give a shit. All of the other clips that people have been showing are either the AirTag or the vibration collar that she has. This is one of Kaya's many collars. This is the one that people are talking about. It has the capacity to vibrate, and that's it. There's the AirTag. There's the vibrator. It also has a flashlight component to it at nighttime, and it also has a tracker on it. I understand why people are concerned about it. It makes sense why people will be like, oh my God, this person is being abusive if they only saw that clip. The most insane part about it is that a lot of people were just like automatically under the assumption that I've been like abusing my dog, that I love more than most human beings. I have people who have made it their full-time jobs to like professionally hate on everything that I do. This is an inevitable byproduct of this. This is one of the most insane sagas that I have participated in so far. It is laughable because I have been around so many other content creators, people that do like literally animal welfare advocacy and things of that nature. This dog is a famous dog, and she is one of the best taken care of dogs of all time. Like straight up. Lives a better existence than I do. Definitely lives a better life than my haters do. As far as not letting her roam in the room itself, the reason why she's not allowed to roam inside of this room, with the exception of like stretching or getting up, getting down, drinking water, things like that, is because she likes to lay on the ground. When she lays on the ground, that's terrible for her joints. Every single thing that I do with this dog is either with a professional dog trainer or with a vet. A lot of people don't understand how serious this is to take care of your dog, especially when you have a very large dog. Large dogs have a tendency to get hip dysplasia and they have joint issues. She is 120 pounds. That is part of the reason why I take this very, very seriously. I am very, very careful and very good with Kaya. I spend every waking moment with her. She is the love of my life. She's the most important thing in my life. Okay. I love her more than I love most human beings. You only go one VOD bag and Kaya roams the entire VOD amount. I know, but it doesn't matter, right? Because if you are in here for an extended period of time, you already know this. But the problem here is that the narrative is not being guided by people who are interested in having a reasonable opinion on this. I think the worst aspect of it was I was frustrated because the internet had cut out and I didn't immediately like rush to her. I went to her afterwards to see if she was all right, but she was, of course. And I do take accountability for that. I should have immediately went over when I saw her yelping, and that's it. But the idea that I'm like a abusive dog parent is completely ridiculous.
So there y'all hear his side of the story, and I don't know, y'all, everybody was doing Amazon lookups to like see what type of collar, and it's just my opinion that it definitely did look like a shock collar, and then him saying it was like a vibrational collar. To me, it's like the same damn thing. It's like those little toys that they sell at like magician shops, you know, where you like pull out a gum and it kind of like zaps you. I kind of feel like it would be the same thing. You know what I'm saying? It's just my opinion though, but either which way, even if it was not a shot caller, to me it was just odd behavior for him to get so triggered and bothered that she was getting up out of her bed. Like clearly you could see that he has some type of like, you know, anger issues with inside him, which by the way, that's why I said before, like when I've seen his videos scrolling through like Twitter or even TikTok, I'm like, let me scroll away right away because I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know if it's just specifically political commentary that I've seen him in. I just see him get so, you know what I mean? And I'm like, I don't like that. Like, I really don't. It's not even like he's like a comedian and funny about it. You know what I mean? Like Bill Maher, you know what I'm saying? Like, or I don't know if that's a good example, but like other people who like, you know, crack jokes and talk about politics. I'm like, oh, okay, that's a little bit more at ease. You know, him, I just feel like, I don't know. And clearly this does show a certain side of him, but that's just my opinion, okay? Anyways, make sure you guys let me know your thoughts and opinions about everything. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, Girl Scout.